And also today I'm going to share with you whether or not to invest on Macbook Pro 2012. So in today's video, I will share with you whether or not this laptop is still valid to use in 2021. What are the tools that you need to use for upgrading this laptop by yourself? What are the costs for upgrading this laptop to the top performance that it can? And also, what are the good things about this laptop and also the downside of this laptop? So without further ado, let's start it now. So now is the time for us to find out what are the tools that we needed for upgrading this laptop. The main material, two 8GB RAM, which is total up as 16GB, and also the 512GB SSD hard drive. It's time for us to unscrew all the screws on the laptop by using the Phillips number 0 screwdriver, and be aware there are two longer screws on this part. Okay, once all the screws are open up, then you just have to flip it up. And now it's time to remove the two old RAMs. And once you have removed it, then you can immediately place it with the new 16GB RAMs. Okay, from there you can see there are 8 chips on one RAM card, so which means it is 8GB. So you are going to slot in 2 RAM cards, which is loaded up 16GB RAM. So it is pretty simple, where you just have to find the right place to slot in. After you have slot in, then you have to gently press it down until you hear that sound, the clicking sound. So the first one, once the first one is done, then you have to proceed with the second one. So the second piece also the same, is slot in, and then you have to gently press on it to make sure hear the clicking sound. Oh, the voice is so satisfying. So next we are going to proceed to replace the existing hard drive, the HDD hard drive, to a SSD hard drive. So before that, we have to unscrew 2 screws by using the T6 Torx screwdriver. Alright, so once you have unscrewed that 2 screws, then you just have to gently lift it up the bar in between internal hard disk and also the CD-ROM. Once this is removed, unattach the connector from the hard drive. So once you have removed the hard drive, then you have to remove the transparent plastic that is attaching to it, and you can place it on the new hard drive. It is to ease you for pulling up the hard drive. Once you have done it and connect it with the connector, place it back and screw the bar to lock it. Once it's everything done, make sure you have to connect the battery connector again. Now it's time to try it. Let's switch on the laptop. Let's see how fast it has become. Now it performs just like a new laptop for me, and the performance is pretty good, and I'm really amazed by it. And after I have wrapped it, the marble skin, it looks fantastic. Alright, so I will talk about whether or not you should invest in this 2012 MacBook Pro. Yeah, you see, it's still pretty, right? And it is upgradable, and you can do it by yourself. And guess what? How much have I invested to upgrade to the top tier performance that it can to be 227 ringgit on the 512GB SSD hard disk, and after that I spent 249 ringgit Malaysia on a 16GB RAM. Yeah, so total out it was about nearly 500 plus the laptop 2002. It is about 2007 ringgit. Okay, personally I think it is worth for me. But I'm not sure about you. I do enjoy the connectivity. It is good. The Bluetooth is still functionable. The Wi-Fi is still functionable. And the ports for this laptop is pretty sufficient. You have the charging port, the internet port, the Thunderbolt 2 USB ports, one card slot, one 3.5mm audio jack, and one CD-ROM. So this is pretty good. So far, I'm still good with it. Just that recently I found that the performance is start slowing down. I guess it might be because of the battery. In my battery, it shows the sign that I need to replace my battery. So I do that. I have ordered a battery. It's pretty cheap. Original battery, it costs you 270 to be exact. Plus the delivery fees is nearly 300. So you invest another 300, you can use at least another 1 or 2 years after that. The downside for this Mac Pro, I can say, is the weight. It's a little bit heavy. It's quite thick. Maybe I pick another downside would be the screen. It is because the bezel is quite thick and it looks like old-fashioned. So another downside for this laptop is the temperature itself. The temperature can bend very crazily. Oh my god, you try to look at that. It's near to the boiling point. It's 84, 85 degrees Celsius. Are you kidding me? I can almost boil an egg on it. That's about my opinion on whether or not in 2021 should you invest your money in upgrading your Macbook Pro 2012. For me, it's totally worth it. I'm not sure what about you. If you have any other thoughts, you can always feel free to comment. Okay, so see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.